Welcome back to Tag Happy V. If you're old or new around here, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate those the views, the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions, especially those subscriptions. And don't forget, I'm doing the February 2022 giveaway where I'm handing out 3 copies of Arcade. I've got 3 keys that the devs have given me to pass on to you folks out there, the VR community. All you gotta do is comment, subscribe, comment for your chance to win. Don't forget, that's for any of my videos in February, VR videos in February 2022. And very early March, I will be announcing the winner, so keep an eye out for that video as well. Anyway, we're here today to check out Squingle. For a very long time I thought it was called Squiggle, because that's kind of what you do in the game, you're kind of squiggling, but it's not, it's called Squingle, okay, and that's on the Oculus App Labs. Let's jump right in and work out whether this one should be a part of your collection. Welcome to Squingle. I keep saying Squiggle, okay, it's kind of the game you kind of do the whole squiggle effect, but it's not, Squingle. And that Squingle in front of us, the beam to the universe, the Alpha and Omega, I guess. And this is the kind of the menu system. It's got a trippy feeling. You're not going to notice this on the flat screen, but they've definitely mixing and matching what I'm seeing with my left and my right eye with different colors and effects to create like a hallucinogenic experience, I have to say. And they've done it pretty good, to be honest. It's a bit trippy on the eyes, but you kind of get used to it, and this is part of the whole experience. Now in front of us, we've got a very basic menu system. You got credits, easy play, options, and quit. Now you got to use your trigger fingers. So you put your hand into the orb, and then you select your trigger finger to effectively select. You can't just point, okay, or kind of, just go into it and select it. So into it, trigger finger. Okay, a couple things is I've turned music and sound effects down because I'm recording. Okay, I hope the recording comes out good. Now, if you are watching Squingle, I did a quick test and it looks like your game records at 40 frames per second. And if that's how it is recording, that's a little annoying, mate. Give us a 24 or maybe 30. Anyway, just a small diversion. So got you can plug in 120 hertz here. Okay, I'm not going to do that because I am recording, but if I wasn't recording, boom, I would definitely turn that on. Okay, you got your guide on, kind of helps you, story on, why not? Room scale, so that's when the puzzle's big in front of you, that's turned on. If you turn that off, it's more like a seating game. Okay, just so you know. Move with your grips. Why not? They're your grips. You want to grab and move. And then you got your kind of, if you feel like a bit motion sickness, you can turn off the animation on the outside. Haptics on the controls. Yes, that's nice to have on. Ambient music, you can you can turn off everything except the ambient music if you want to. Okay, let's just quickly go back here. Let's quickly go into easy play. Now, easy play, this is the way I've interpreted it. There's no time or anything like that. Okay, you have, different things you got to connect. Okay, I've done 8% of easy play, and you can see I've got 53 of 1,000 green orbs, etc. Okay, let's just quickly go into there, actually. Click into that. Okay, and then we've got some, so form 1, form 2, birth 1, birth, life, love, awake 2. Now, this is awake 2. These are locked. These are the ones right at the end, and as you can see, it's like, look how complicated that is, man. That's getting up there with, getting through a puzzle compared to, let's just quickly go back, and as you can see, they've got different themes. Okay, if you look at this background here, this is the Birth 2 theme as an example. Okay, boom, versus the first level. Whoop, done. Okay, so let's just kind of click on, I'm not going to go too complicated to begin with, okay. Let's just click on this one here. Okay, so I'm going to use my grip fingers to bring it towards me. Now, I kept walking towards it, and I thought that was annoying. Okay, and I was like, why wouldn't they just center the puzzle inside the middle of the playfield? I don't think that's going to work, to be honest. It's not like a mini golf. Okay, so use your grip fingers, bring it towards you. Okay, you got your trigger finger where you can grab in here, and your goal is to get it, to click the green, checkpoint, click the green, and finish. And it's all time-based as well. Okay, easy, I believe easy game's not time-based, but the actual play is with the micro story kind of going on. So trigger finger done. Let it move around. Checkpoint. So you kind of, I'm having to, now wait, now here we go, done. And that's the game, okay? And you think, oh, that's a bit easy, you've done it in 9 seconds. Okay, you got to have some practice here, okay? Let's just hit the back arrow button here. Okay, let's just kind of go up. I'm not going to complete a whole one here. Just so you know as well, these lighter colored ones, Okay, if I move my hand over it, I've completed the two that I need, okay? These darker glowing ones, I've missed one green ball, so it's not quite complete yet. Okay, so that's what those colors mean. It took me a while to work that out. And these ones here, I haven't started yet, but I can do them. And if you keep going far enough, they're locked. Okay, so it looks like they unlock so far in advance of what you're doing. Okay, let's jump. I'm not going to complete a whole puzzle here right now. Let's go into locked. This one here. Let's try this one, okay? Let's boot up into this. Okay. Where are we here? So, we're down here, and we got to get all of these, and then eventually make it over here. Now, just so you know, if you click and drag it too far out, okay, oh, look at this. This is the tips here to say, look, this is what you need to do to kind of get the job done. But if I do drag out, it takes you back to the last checkpoint, just so you know, okay? And you can kind of get an idea. This is me playing it last time, I believe. I'm going definitely the wrong way there. So that one rotates it. It changes your rotation. And I'm definitely, there we go. Okay, here we go. All right. So that just so you know, okay, so those change your rotations, that's the checkpoint, and that changes in the direction of this little icon here. You know, now they're spinning, you know, over clockwise. Yeah, clockwise. Got to click these checkpoints, grip fingers I'm grabbing to move around, and that's the end. Okay, that's the goal that you kind of got to get to. Okay, so that's the game in the nutshell. Okay, let's kind of hit my flat left button, traditional menu button. Let's hit the exit, back. Okay, let's quickly go into play. Now here we can see, this is a little bit annoying that if your hand just falls out of that, it does disappear, I have to say. Okay, so I've 10% complete, gives me some stats here. Okay, we've got leaderboard of the month, birth, best time, global percentage complete. I'm 93, woo! All right, guys. All levels, best time. So you got 3 people by the looks of it. Got actually done a full completed. Okay, of all levels, global percentage complete. Maybe not. I'm a little confused there. Anyway, that's all levels, but that might be just all levels, but maybe not all the balls. Maybe. Okay, and leaderboard of the month. So anyways, you can kind of compete. It would be good to get maybe a top 10, just so you know, so you get an idea of who's there. I think top 10's worthy. Okay, let's click on play though. Let's keep on pushing forward. Okay, I don't want to dawdle. It's so hard to just lose yourself in games at times. Okay, let's click on this one here. Yeah, this is a trippy one. I mean, they're all trippy. Okay, but here we go. So it's not until you kind of get close, if I drag this up, that another dimension, that's what it is really, appears. Okay, now if I hit the A button, they speed up. So, okay, that's part of this the game, okay? So if I go into here, checkpoint, okay? Let's go down here. Oh, down, around, done, around, checkpoints. Oh. Done, up, around, up to here, up to that checkpoint. Come around, up to here. Okay, I gotta go back around. Okay, back into there. So I got these great. Oh, the wall, man. Up. Cool. Check. Oh, that's the game. So I got confused with the checkpoint there. Anyway, grip. You can also move those back. Anyway, I got three lotus leaves. I don't know. What are they? Lucky leaves? Anyway, ready to be born. All right, next level. Now, what's annoying is I've got the volume tuned down here a bit so my mic kind of comes across. Okay, but when this character, Squingle, talks, it's like a mumble. I tell you what, that's probably the most annoying thing with this game. It's just like, I don't care if it's a synthesized kind of robotic style of voice to kind of work with these trippy graphics, etc. But it's kind of like the first few times, and I still kind of want to do it. Oh, you're talking, let me turn up my headset, I can't hear you. You get it super loud, and you're like, oh, you're still mumbling. Okay, so go next, and then you have a bit of a conversation with, I mean, it looks like a her. Okay, and then Can we hear it? Yeah, I just don't like it. It's just like, just make it so it's audible. Anyway, let's just go skip here. Okay. Bam, out of there. And on to the next level. Okay. Now, you can go into it. Check it out. You can pull out. Now, it looks like these are translucent, right? Okay. Because obviously you can see it into it from this direction, spin around. You can spear into it from this direction. However, if you've got... Here we go. Let's go this way here. We've got 3 balls down here, right? Okay. Where's a... Cool. So, as you can see, the view, even though they're translucent from any angle that you look directly into it, if you look through it and through out the other end, this other side blocks it, so you can't see what's down there. Okay, and on some levels, it's in such a way where it's just like, oh, I need to see what's happening in the middle, and that's part of the whole challenge as well. And I think they've done that really well, to be honest. Moving this around, it feels good. I don't get frustrated at all, just so you know. I don't know, might have maybe a slower or faster stopper. I don't know, I'm getting pedantic now. Overall, it's a pretty polished game. Anyway, let's just kind of get back out of here. Let's go exit. And that's it. Let's go back to the main menu. And that's kind of it in a nutshell. Okay, so let's jump on out of here and let's have a quick chat. That was Squingle. Do you like it? Do you want to get it? Do you have it? Do you have any questions? And if you are the developers watching this, if you feel like I've missed something or misrepresented something, please leave some comments below just to clarify. The VR community would really appreciate that. Okay, so overall, this was for me a positive experience. Okay, I got the game. And the first little bit of time I got into it, honestly, I've got to talk frank here. I thought it was too easy, and I was like, oh, really? What's the, you know, how, like, I'm not really doing much. I'm kind of just going la-di-da and getting to the end of it. However, once you start to learn the intricate details of this particular puzzle game, because that's kind of what it is, a standing or sitting puzzle game, you have to understand the direction of your orbs and how they rotate, okay? The further you go up in the puzzle world, the levels, okay, the thinner they get and the more precise you have to be with your movements and timing, okay? You've also got to get all the green orbs. You've got the orbs that are checkpoints. You've got the orbs that reverse or change the spin of your balls. And also as the puzzles go up, they get thinner and fatter areas. And also some of them don't appear, the route doesn't appear until you kind of get close to it as well. So you can't just look forward and think, oh, that's the way I got to go. You kind of got to go so far, see if you can go in that direction before you can kind of keep moving in that direction. And it got to a point where 2 things, I was like, you got to go as fast as you can. Okay, that's a big part of the goal. The other one is you got to get to the end and get all the green balls. And when you kind of bring all of those, I mean, if you think about it, it's only 3 things you got to think about, really. But if you got to bring all of that into the mix, you know, it definitely starts to get challenging, which is what a good puzzle game does, okay? Insofar as kind of the aesthetic, the art design, and the graphics, I think it's very, very interesting. I'm a big fan of VR games that really kind of push into a new theme, a new style, okay? And then when they do it and they commit to it and they really kind of nut it out, you know, those particular games with, you know, a strong art design really begin to shine. You know, I'm always saying Pistol Whip, you know, its art design's fantastic. Walkabout Mini Golf, its art design's fantastic. You know, they're very basic elementary style, but what they've done really well. And I think Squingle has done the same. Okay, they've taken a kind of like a desert psychedelic mushroom trip experience, and they've really worked it well together. Okay, so big shout out to the team in that regards. Yes, I think the graphics could be a little bit more polished, but overall, I think you've done a really, really good job there. The music, the sound effects, they all work. It really is a kind of like a complete package. They haven't tried to do too much, and then they're falling apart on the outside auxiliary areas. They're really focusing on what they can do in the middle here to create a complete game. And they've really done that. The menu systems are simple. Okay, you got to put your hand in and pull the trigger. Not so much of a fan of that, but it doesn't bother me that much, to be honest. It would be cool just to kind of press in a traditional sense, like maybe what you get an audio chip or cookout, things like that. Okay. What else we got here? I mean, there's really, that's it. I think if you're big into puzzle games, you know, obviously this isn't a Red Matter or Room VR puzzle game. This is more like a sitting down puzzle game, similar to maybe Angry Birds on VR, okay? You know, this one is up there with the best. I'm going to say that. Now, I haven't played a massive amount, but definitely when you compare it to Angry Birds, I'm going to say it's
definitely better than Angry Birds as a polished, complete kind of set. Okay, there's a couple things in the menu systems and the style of the graphics and all that I might want to kind of uniform and iron out a little bit, but I'm getting super pedantic here, let's be honest. Okay, so overall, this is a cool little puzzle game. I highly recommend it. If you like your puzzle game, get it. Now, don't forget to comment, subscribe, comment for your chance to win one of those 3 games. Arcade, if you don't know what that is, I do have a review. Go check that out. Okay, big shout out to the devs once again for giving me those 3 keys to pass on to the community. And in the link below, no, in the description below is a link to some groovy Tag Happy merch. Pretty groovy stuff. In fact, if you're here watching this game and you think that looks pretty cool, you might want to go and check out some of my merch. Anyway, till next time, I'm Tag Happy VR.